Hello guys! So today I'll be filming a video talking about heartbreaks and failures, why I think they are the greatest strengths and superpowers that I ever felt in my life. So from young, I've always realized that human beings are very interesting creatures because we're being given a life in the world, and I've always wondered for such a long time what my purpose was, what are we supposed to do when we grow up, and what are we supposed to accomplish. And I've always had so many different society standards of how I should be and what kind of life I should live. But I realized that till this date, every single one of us, we are all experiencing a different version of life according to our choices and beliefs. And what really makes us all unique from each other is what we go through, especially in our times of hardships and our times of challenges. That's really how we discover ourselves, how we discover about our strengths, and how we grow as a person. So today I wanted to tell you guys that your heartbreaks and your failures are always there to fulfill you, and they are always there to make you grow as a person and to never push them away in your life. For such a long time, I always thought that to be successful in your life, it means that we have to be happy all the time, and it means that we have to be really strong and we have to be all put together. But I realized that no, a life that's meant to be lived and a life that was worth telling a story for is always that life that was very fulfilled and filled with ups and downs. And the hardest part about accepting life for me was accepting that it always had ups and downs. And I think that a lot of us struggle with that. And that's why we find it hard to find strength to go through heartbreaks, because we are so stuck to that false perception and the false vision that there's always going to be happy endings and there's always going to be that someone who's going to fulfill your fantasy, or you're going to have that job that's gonna go according to what you imagine. But I realized that we have to embrace change. Nothing in this life is gonna be permanent. Your family, your friends, the people that you love, your career, and anything in this world, you can't take them away when you leave. Everything in this world is meant for you to experience. It's meant for your soul to elevate. You had this family because your family is meant to give you a childhood for you to learn from your traumas, or your family is meant to give you the love that you needed as a child to make you see that, hey, that's what you want and that's the family that you chose, and what can I do next now? And I think that everything that happened in your life, all of the pain, all of the challenges, every single thing that happened in your life is a blessing. If you didn't go through certain ordeals in your life, you wouldn't shape who you are today. And if you weren't given certain things in your life, you wouldn't be who you are today. I'm grateful to be here today because my parents worked so hard to give me an education and to grant me the ability to be able to speak. And I'm grateful for myself for building this ability to be confident and for having this courage to share my story in front of, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And I am so grateful to my friends and to all the resources that I've had in my life, because without them, I wouldn't be who I am today. But one thing that we always forget to be grateful for is ourselves, our body, because we have brought ourselves so far in our life, and the universe has gave us this body for us to go through so many things, yet we tend to struggle with heartbreaks and failures because we always expect perfection. We always see the pretty picture, we always see what people show on the bright side of things, but we don't see what it took to get them to where they are so that they have the picture that you see. I always thought that in relationships, as long as love each other, it's gonna last, but no. I learned that in relationships, it takes two people to last, and it also takes a lot. It takes tenacity, it takes a mutual understanding of what needs for a relationship to sustain. And it takes a lot more than just love. It takes values, it takes commitment, and sometimes even when you feel like you have it all, it still fails. And this is just part of life. You just have to grow from your heartbreaks and your failures and just go figure out what you created, what you projected in that relationship or in that situation that didn't occur according to what you imagined that it would. So this is just something that I learned, that Every single thing that happens in your life, any heartbreak and any struggle, you have to take it as a lesson to learn instead of just blaming yourself or hating the other person for letting you feel this way. I feel like it's okay to feel anger, to feel resentment, to feel disappointment. Let all your emotions flow, but don't let it define your life. Don't not believe in love just because one relationship didn't work out for you, just because 10 didn't work out for you. Then you have to keep discovering what you're lacking in your relationships and learn from it, and trust and set goals in your next partner. What do you want to have with this person that's going to bring you closer to what you want? I just broke up recently and I had to learn from my heartbreak what I need in a relationship now, and what I'm going to learn from myself to become a better person for my next partner or my next relationship, and to make sure that next time I'm operating more abundantly and I'm operating with more abilities to be the partner I need, and to really stay firm in my goals and to attract the person that I want, that I believe that I need to create that relationship that I want. And same goes to my career. If I didn't go through a phase in this career, my content creation, I wouldn't know what I need to get myself here, and I wouldn't stay true to my goals and persevere. You have to go through hardships. You have to know that when you plant a seed, the fruit is not going to come immediately. It's going to come after you spend a lot of time watering the plants. It has to take you some plants that die for you to successfully harvest a plant. The thing about human beings is that we want the results immediately, but we don't realize that for the results to prosper or to things to harvest, it has to take time and seasons. And you can't just stop because it doesn't work out once. You have to keep telling yourself, reminding yourself of why you started, why you even want to do this in the first place. You have to keep pulling yourself up again and be your greatest motivator, even when you fail, even when you fall. People are never gonna be there for you forever. Even if you have people in your life that love you, you have to know that you only have yourself. And you have to keep asking yourself what you really want in this life. What version of yourself do you see yourself potentially liking about yourself? Like for me, it took me such a long time to want to do my YouTube, to persevere being a content creator. And I was so distracted with so many other things because I was like, being a content creator is tough, being a YouTuber is tough. I have to do all this and I'm not sure if I'm even going to succeed. I stopped that mindset when I realized that this is my purpose. This is what really fulfills me. What really fulfills me is when I get to talk in front of the camera and I get to share my story with the world, knowing anyone in the world, they were impacted by me, just by me sharing this. The money and all of the things that you think that you need, they only come when you're at an abundant frequency. And you're only at an abundant frequency when you know what you love to do. It doesn't have to be this. You can always discover what you love to do at different phases in your life, and then you allow yourself to just keep experiencing different versions of yourself. This is the most valuable gift that I received from heartbreaks and failures. It's the ability to keep finding yourself again. At the end of the day, when it comes down to your life, living a meaningful life, it's really what you want to pursue as a human being. Everyone wants different things. If you want this life, go pursue it and courageously believe in it, even when everyone tells you that you're delusional. Believe that you just want this and you want to experience this and you deserve to experience that. You don't have to have a reason to be yourself. Just be yourself courageously and fearlessly, and that's how you shine in your light. I've seen so many people degrade themselves. I've seen people, they love to create art, but they don't create because they don't believe that they can. And people around them tell them things like, oh, being an artist doesn't pay well. But have you seen successful people, they just succeed immediately when they do things? They never. It has to take them believing in themselves even when no one believes in them. And this is what all of the ups and downs in my life taught me, that I have to keep focusing on myself instead of the outcome, instead of the person. And when I detach myself from the outcome and I focus only on the person I want to be, and a lot of the things that I want just flow into my life with ease. If you want to drink a really good coffee, just imagine yourself sipping really good coffee and how happy and fulfilled you will feel just drinking oat latte. And you're gonna find yourself attracting a really good oat latte. Everything in this world, it's created out of a belief. So if you want certain things in your life, it has to take you heartbreaks and failures for you to learn about what you need to get there. If I didn't experience failures in my relationships, I wouldn't know myself so much, because I always thought that relationships were there to fulfill me until I realized that I was the only person who could fulfill myself. My relationships are a mirror and a projection of what I lack and what I really need in a relationship moving forward. It's simple as that. So your failures are always here to empower you. They're never here to demotivate you. But so many people, we think that just because we failed in a career or we haven't gotten there yet, we should stop and we should give up. And so many people didn't realize that failures are never failures. They're always a signal for you to work on something about yourself so that you can get one step closer to your goal. A lot of people, they fail because they didn't persevere to their vision. It's not because that they really failed and they're not good enough. Everyone is good enough. All of us here are born with gifts and we're born with abilities to create with our own nature. Yes, we have our own hardships, we come with our own packages to deal with, but I believe that we're all blessed by the universe and we're chosen to be human beings because we have gifts and we have strength and we have a soul purpose to pursue. Very few of us manage to find our soul purpose because we don't dare to dream big. We settle for less and we settle for that small version of ourselves. But I realized that we're all meant to be big in our own way. You can be big as anything in your life as long as you're living your passion, as long as you know what you're waking up for every single day. Don't be stuck to the same miserable cycle knowing that you are not fulfilled in what you do. Yes, sometimes it has to take you miserable cycles for you to get to that place of fulfillment, but you have to always believe that you can someday fulfill yourself. Because no one else in this world is going to fulfill you if you don't fulfill yourself. And a life without fulfillment is a life that is lacking. And when you are living a life that's full of lack and you're just watching people accomplish their goals instead of accomplishing your own, you're gonna live with regrets. So many people, they die not happy, not because they failed many times, but because they lived their life with regrets. They were like, oh, I should have went there, I should have went to Switzerland, but I just didn't have the courage to. I was so scared of dying in an airplane. But what if you just took that leap of faith and just keep believing in yourself despite everything that you go through in your life, and just bring yourself one step closer to the place that you truly want to be, that your soul wants to experience. A lot of people think that success and abundance is defined by your status, but to me, success is always defined by your experiences, your tenacity and the drive and the passion in you as a human being to keep courageously building that vision that you believe in, that no one ever believed in. And it's just to keep reminding yourself of why you even started, why you even made this video, why you're even who you are today, and keep asking yourself what are your gifts in your life and never stop exploring yourself, and that will be your success story. So I hope that you gained something out of this video, and I always believe in empowering with my journey. I feel very empowered every single time I hear that anyone who listens to my content has a fire in them to create with more authenticity and to just fearlessly be who they want to be, because you are never defined by anyone and you never have to be. You live your life and you make your life count. And on my channel, I have a lot of content on self-growth, on how you can slowly build healthy habits that can bring you one step closer to who you truly want to be and to discover yourself. And I'm always here to share my journey and to remind all of you that we all have a unique journey in our life that is worthy of love and abundance, and we can always be more than we imagined. And every single day is a learning curve, and I hope to stay connected with all of you guys so we can all learn together in this journey of self-growth and limitless possibilities. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!